Hello. I'm about to enjoy a nice relaxing shower and wash my hair with shampoo and conditioner. I've lived a pretty comfy life. My parents make a good amount of money, we have a funky house, have great friends and a lovely, albeit American girlfriend, and other than complications at birth, I've never had any serious injuries or illnesses. And I'd like to keep it that way. Even if you were living under a rock for the last couple months,
Good morning!
you can't have not heard about the COVID-19 coronavirus. And although I'm young and healthy and not going to die from it if I get it, I am such a pussy. I would not be able to handle being hospitalized. Plus, my parents are old, and if they caught it off me, that'd be pretty bad. To slow the spread of COVID-19, countries such as Italy have implemented lockdowns. I want to be able to prepare myself and my family for that possibility in Australia. I don't want to be an asshole like the people all over the world who are hoarding food and supplies from supermarkets, depriving those who live paycheck to paycheck. I want to instead try to set myself up to be able to survive self-sufficiently. And I think the first step is building a veggie garden. Plus, whenever I look out my bedroom window, I see this big ugly square of dirt that Mum's been wanting to make into a veggie garden for years, but hasn't got around to doing it. So I've offered to do it.
Well, the Chief Medical Officer has said that some parts of this country may need to be shut down at some
First things first is planning and designing the layout. Mum and Dad already had some ideas in mind, and we already had some of the materials, such as all these big heavy limestone ashlars. This is the layout we decided on. Pretty simple, but it'll still be a challenge, especially for a scrawny little guy like me lifting those ashlars. So we got in contact with an excavator man who's going to come flatten the land, but first we had to tidy it up a bit. While waiting for the excavator, I started doing some research on which vegetables I want to plant. But then I ended up procrastinating and making a vegetable tier list. Pumpkin's a hard one, because I don't like just pumpkin, right? I really don't like just eating pumpkin. But pumpkin soup is so good. Go ahead and check that video out. I also saw a pretty butterfly in the shed. Anyway, eventually he showed up and flattened everything out, ready for me to really get my hands dirty and start digging trenches for foundation. But I'll get to that next video. My Dioscorea, my little baby Dioscorea, has outgrown its wooden frame support thing, so we've constructed this wire setup. So hopefully it'll travel up along this wire and then up along this one. Hopefully that'll be enough room for it. This strawberry's starting to get nice and red on this strawberry plant that I'm growing hydroponically. I know it looks a bit droopy, but it's okay. I'm growing it in my fish tank, which doesn't have any fish in it at the moment, but it's got this lovely snail, so that's something. Also decided to shave this off and see how much gardening it takes me to look like Costa. Decided to keep the mow because I can't commit to looking like a baby, but here's our starting point. Road to Costa. I'm braving the outdoors for once, because I've got to walk my dog. It's bloody cold. This would be a really ironic time to get a cold. He'd be sniffing. So far this has been pretty uneventful. But that's life in isolation and quarantine, you know. And I implore you all, as boring as it is to stay at home, do so and just find a hobby or start a project. Next time I'll try and include more sort of stuff that you can do at home too, because we've all all got to do our part in preventing the spread of this virus and stay at home.